Hello and welcome to the second episode of Pitch Talk. I'm your host, Mohsen Safi, here with Anas Al-Zomli, along with Hamza Ramzanali. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. Excited to talk some ball.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. This week we actually have some soccer to talk about as we had our debut week. Anas, as commissioner of the league, what did you think about the week as a whole?
Oh, the week was amazing, man. Weather was great. Everyone showed out. Jerseys looked great, other than the jersey mishaps of like basically every team. But we got that figured out. Inshallah, everyone should have their jersey coming next week. It was great, man. Competitive. It was awesome.
Hamza, your first time back on a soccer field in I don't know when, but how was it for you?
First time ever, actually.
Wow.
Besides the tournament, but I barely played in that. Dude, I'm so bad. It's crazy. There's going to be like a low lights of 10 minutes of my gameplay. Yeah.
I'm going to put the own goal that basically sealed the game for us right now.
Yeah, that play was ridiculous. Anyways, let's get straight to the games. The first game was Almaj FC versus Deadlock FC. This game ended up 1-0. Almaj won after a penalty kick goal by Munjad Jabir.
Shout out Munjad, man.
Yeah.
What a baller.
Great performance from Ali Hakawati having 8 saves in that game. Very impressive performance by them.
He surprised me.
Yeah.
I did not know he was like that.
Thoughts on this game as a whole?
Almaj seemed to be in control throughout the game. Couldn't break through, though. Fletcher Phillips, the goalie for Deadlock, did a great job. Had some shaky moments where he dropped the ball, but he was able to keep his calm. The back line for Deadlock did their job. I mean, honestly, I thought their forwards needed to do a little bit more, but the back line did their job. They kept them out of the goal. There was one penalty at the end. It was with like less than 10 minutes to go. It kind of happens when you're defending so much. You get tired and you make an error. So Munjad stepped up. He called a shot. He said he's going to shoot in the middle. Shot basically in the middle, made it. And that's when Almaj took the lead. Almaj has some solid players, man. I think Munjad is going to be up there for like the best defender. Omar Hakawati.
Defender?
Yeah, Munjad is usually in the back, but then when the game gets close, that's when he steps up and he's everywhere.
It's crazy. Yeah, I just saw him play like Neymar, just
yeah,
dribbling through.
No,
everyone,
he's everywhere. And then shout out Omar Hakawati, bro. Omi was
He's
hooping.
like that,
bro. He has a nasty first touch. I saw him catch some of Ali, or not catch, but whatever you
control
some of Ali's like long balls, and Omar's doing a really good job of that. I think he's going to be a deadly winger as the season goes on. Usman, I was expecting a little bit more from him based off what Imran said. Usman, next week you got to go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Usman's definitely their most intelligent player, though. He was kind of directing traffic.
You could tell. You could tell.
Yeah, and I was pretty impressed with Imran's defense, honestly, man. Like, defense as a whole in this game was really good. I truly thought this game was going to go to a tie.
Agreed.
Obviously, that penalty kick changed things a little bit. But overall, great game from both teams.
Did you guys see how that penalty kick occurred? Was it controversial at all, or was it a slide tackle?
No. I think it was either a handball or someone tackled someone. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
It was like
no controversy.
It was no one was debating it.
Oh, okay.
And then Munjad grabbed the ball. He said no one else is taking it. And then he looked right at the goal. He said, "I'm shooting in the middle," and then he shot right in the middle.
No way.
Yeah. He was talking some smack and he made it. So
I was with Munjad this weekend or last weekend at a wedding in Milwaukee. Actually.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, it was super random, but he could
guy's
def it too.
everywhere,
Yeah,
huh?
he could def it. He's nice.
all I gotta say is, Ali, I saw you time wasting, bro. Please, not in this league. This is not Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
The other game on tap at the same time was Syrian FC versus BBFC. This is a game that I was watching pretty closely. Pretty good game. Yeah, I know the score was 4-0, but it wasn't this. The difference wasn't this large.
I agree.
I think in the first half it was 0-0, and then second half Syrian FC did go a bit crazy. The goalie for BBFC though, man, very impressive performance. Ahmad Al-Abadi, he had 18 saves.
Yeah, he was unreal. In the first half, I think Syrian FC had 12 or 13 shots on goal.
I think they
and
might have had
0
one goal
goals.
actually at half. So, I think that was the first goal from
From Masri.
Al Masri. Yeah, Keenan Al Masri had the
yeah.
first goal of the league actually, because they scored before the other game happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the performance from Syrian FC? They got 22 shots on goal.
To me, Syrian FC. I didn't see Mad Tigers FC. I heard they're also very good, but to me, Syrian FC, they're backing up the trash talk. They play very well together. Everyone's first touch is pretty good. They have good tactics, and Mohamed Al Sabak, he's kind of right there in the middle. He's kind of everywhere. He's kind of like Munjad Jaber, but he's like, man, he had some crazy attempts at goal where he's like just half court or half field, and he's taking a shot and it's barely missing. So he ended up getting 2 goals and 1 assist.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 goals and assists. He's probably player of the week right now. Their defensive line though, I forget the guy's name. He did not make any mistakes. He was sliding, which was very risky in the box, but he was just going for the ball every single time. I think his name was Firas.
Firas Al Nasser.
One of them is the goalie.
Firas Al Nas, I think.
One of them is the goalie. There might be another one. Firas Bedouin.
This is the goalie.
Oh,
right
Firas, but okay, that's the goalie. Okay.
Yeah.
So Faris Bedouin.
I could be totally wrong though, but if you're that center back on Syrian FC, man, shout out to you. You were a dog.
Yeah. One hell of a performance from Syrian FC. I will say BBFC though, man, they're not. They look pretty impressive as well. They didn't get many shots on goal, but their defense was pretty stellar for the most part. At least the goalies.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. If you're talking about the goalie, and he let up 4 goals, and you're still saying that he might be like the player of the game, that shows you how insane he was.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, that's a compliment to him. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing you let up 4 goals. Like, you just faced a lot of shots. That's why it happened. But in the end, like, if you're getting 18 saves, I mean, that's not sustainable though. So they got to work on limiting the amount of shots for the other team. But also, like you said, like shooting from half field, I think that's going to be a tactic that we're going to see more and more as the season goes through. Because from what I saw in the other games, there wasn't as many shots. So I'm interested to see how teams adjust and, just start letting it fly.
Yeah, Syrian FC, they had control majority of the game regardless. I think the problem with BBFC, even though they're talented, they don't know how to connect from defense to offense. Similar to us, Pillars FC.
That guy Mahmoud Yaqub looked good, though.
Is that the taller one?
No, he was the winger on the right.
Yeah.
The guy who was hanging out with KSI.
Yeah.
He's solid.
I saw him do like a body feint, and it was nasty, where he like faked getting the ball, and it went through the defender's thing, and then he went and got it, almost scored.
That's
was like,
tough.
Yo, he was nice.
He's nice.
I think BBFC, is still a solid team. We'll see how they do next week. And Syrian FC, they'll build on this momentum. Like you kind of said, Al Sabik is kind of putting a name out for himself, maybe an MVP candidate by the end of the year. The next game was Midwest FC versus Pillars FC. This is the one that you guys played in. Honestly, I'd say I was pretty impressed. You guys picked up Irfan right before the game. He wasn't expecting to play. Ended up being the goalie with 9 saves. Some embarrassing moments for sure on his part. Abdul Basit with a goal along with an assist. And then, Kay had a pretty amazing deep shot that actually went in.
Well, was it a deep shot? Or
I thought it was an own goal, but I guess we're giving him a goal for that one.
Oh, man.
We had, was it 2 own goals or 1 own goal?
I would say, we scored.
You guys scored one.
We gave away an own goal, and then we got an own goal.
There was 2 own goals that game.
Yeah. But anyways, I will say Kay and Bassett, that duo is looking nasty. Honest, joining them up top, man, it's going to be nice. Arslan was holding down the midfield pretty well, and Usman and Zaidi did good at the back. I got to get better. I wasn't at my best peak. But as the season goes on, we had a few guys missing. Omar Saad, I think he's going to be a big difference maker. K's been hyping him up. I don't even know his full name. I'm guessing it's Abdul Rahman.
Something like that.
K's been hyping him up, so I'm excited to see him. And then Bilal too.
Oh, Bilal Khan.
Bilal Khan is
he
coming.
Was missing.
So we have a lot of
Nabil.
guys that were missing. So and
New
Nabil.
pickup Nabil.
Yeah, Nabil. So Pillars FC, I know we didn't look at our best, but we have, I'd say our actual soccer players weren't there on Saturday, so that was a little bit tough. But
I would say Midwest FC, man, they look pretty impressive, man. A lot of chemistry on that team, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
They've definitely been playing together for a while, and it shows. One thing that you can just tell the difference between Midwest FC and Pillars FC is one team plays soccer. The other team just kind of like plays sports and was playing for fun with a few players that actually knew how to play soccer. But Midwest FC showed the talent and the intelligence level was too big. And, they have a few guys who are like 42, 45 years old, but they were moving, man.
Tausif Pipe.
Tausif Pipe. Yeah, he's nice, man.
Oh, my God. That left foot, bro. I thought my head was going to come off. I was like...
He nutmegged me bad one time in the corner. I just his kids were like cheering on. I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
Bro, I was not expecting it. I'm not gonna. Actually, I was kind of expecting it. I was like, if you're this old and you're still playing, like I know you got some skills, right? Yeah. So it's like, I'm not calling him old, by the way, but comparatively to the league. To the league.
I think the average age of the league is actually like 23, 24. So
this team, I think that's what this team is gonna like. It's gonna carry them the experience. Like they play in other leagues, they play together so much. So I could definitely tell like they knew what they were doing. And the other thing was they kept subbing, bro. And,
Yeah.
and Pillars, like, we had no subs, so it was tough. But, like, they had, like, 15 guys, and they kept rotating it so well. That makes a big difference, especially at the end of the game,
100%.
you know. So
You could tell there's not many egos on this team. You know, they're all playing for one goal, which is to win the game. And honestly, one thing I really noticed from this team, man, like, you know, with the Pillars, there were a lot of highs and lows. You know, a lot of excitement and a lot of like sadness. This team, you know, whether they got a goal hit on them or they scored a goal, very even killed. You know, it's like they were there before.
They're maybe the youngest
some
guy on their
controversy,
team.
but
youngest
it's
guy on their
okay.
team, maybe not.
Yeah.
But no, the rest of them for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this
No,
team
yeah.
is a dark horse,
Yeah.
horse contender for the championship. Just because these younger teams, they might think that it's going to be a walk in the park, but these guys know how to play soccer.
Yeah.
So
One big moment in the game, actually, there was a penalty kick, you know, that happened. And you guys had K as your goalie. Ended up getting the block.
VAR, man.
Yeah. And then they ended up calling it back and redoing the shot. What happened on that play?
Watch the clip right now. The clip is in slow motion. His foot is on the line. That was a clean block. Midwest FC cheated, man. You guys paid off the ref.
especially after we let you have a goal back. Remember?
Yeah,
The
we-
first the throwing.
Look, I felt bad, man. Boston said that he touched it. I didn't. I don't know. We got to look at that VAR too.
No, but that penalty, I mean, like the ref called it. We were not happy about it. I'm still not happy about it. It stings a little bit. But then, you know, and then I had the own goal at the end, and that kind of just messed everything up. So,
Yeah.
hopefully next time I'll be scoring on the opposition's net.
Yeah, one hell of a performance from both teams. Pretty impressed with how the Pillars played as well. You know, scoring 3 goals is pretty impressive in this league. The other game that was going on the other side was Mad Tigers versus Yemen FC. Yemen was down a couple guys, including the Golden Boot winner, Kiwi.
yeah.
Mad Tigers, you know, they look good from the get, you know, scoring 4 goals in this game. Omar Gerard, you know, I don't know if you guys saw him play, but he had a hat trick, 3 goals and an assist. Very good performance this week. What are your thoughts on this game as a whole?
I didn't really see this game.
I didn't get a chance to watch, but based off what I heard, Omar Gerard, remember I said last podcast too, you know, this guy's nasty. Team Netherlands, I remember he was killing it in the tournament. Comes in, first game, 4 goals and assists. That's actually insane.
3 goals, right?
Three
Or was it
3
4?
goals, but 1 assist, so 4
Oh,
total.
4 contributor
total.
goals.
Yeah, 4 total. Malik, I had mentioned him last time too, played at COD, right? So he got a goal. Sohail Mansouri, I didn't know this guy, but it looks like he's
The
his
goalie.
I heard he was
I heard
cracked.
he's very
I
good.
heard he was
Yeah.
cracked. And shout out their manager, man. That
Yeah, shout out
little
their manager, man.
He was, what an interview, bro. He was calling out the league.
What did
Yeah.
he say? Good tactics lead to what?
Good tactics lead to victories.
I mean, he's not wrong, man. 4-2 against the reigning champs of the tournament, Yemen FC. They had basically the same guys, so it's still their same dominant team. Obviously, they're missing Kiwi and his brother, so they're not the same. But Mad Tigers with a great debut in KSL.
Yeah.
Can
and I
we-
will say, man, like Omar Gerard, like he could be a Golden Boot finalist the way his
100%.
performance was. I also, you know, honestly, Kiwi, I know he missed a week. If he's here for the rest of the year, I'd be interested to see how he'd compete in terms of like the Golden Boot award.
I think, dude, he can catch up to anybody, like I said last podcast. But the Mad Tigers managers watching, the Pillars might need you soon.
As a player.
This is the transfer portal open or what, bro? Because
Yeah, I will say, man, the farm system's looking great for that team, along with a lot of other teams, man. So it's pretty impressive. This next game, the final game of the week, Flintstone FC versus KSL
Oh, this was
Free
very
Agents.
surprising to me.
Honestly, Flintstones might be one of my favorite teams. They have a pretty cool story. You know, all these guys are from Michigan, moved over here to work and whatnot, and you know now they're in this league, winning 5-1. Thoughts on this game?
This was very, very surprising to me. I was talking to Amjad, the captain, Amjad Yusuf, and I was saying how we were we were talking in the podcast and we were just making fun of them because they had 7 guys signed up for an 8v8 soccer league. But dude, these guys apparently have been playing together for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
Even some guys on the free agent team were like, "Oh, I've played against them in tournaments before." So I'm happy that they're moved. I'm happy that they're you know gonna build a community here, but just very happy with their performance. I mean, 5-1. They also we added 3 random free agents from that Algerian guy we met. So apparently they were good too. So they're just good vibes. I like the guys on that team. Nasser, that guy is a beast, man. He very easily could have had 4 goals. At least should have had a hat trick, but he was like playing around with them too much. But his 2 goals, he had 2 goals back to back in like 5 minutes. It was
and he
unreal.
showed up like 12 minutes, 10, 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
I saw him and I think it was Amjad. They were just chilling on the sideline, didn't seem to care that they were late. And then they sub into the game and the whole game changes.
Yeah.
Nasir, another guy, I think that's in the MVP race. The skills on that guy, he just moves, like you could just tell he played soccer his whole life. And so this team, I think Flintstones, we made fun of you last time, but I got to say, I think they're like a top 3, top 4 team after what I saw. And I think they're only going to get better the more they play with like the free agents that we gave them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like we kind of talked about earlier, you know, along with El Sabik and Omar Gerard, I think Nasser will be someone who'll be up there in the MVP race as well. His performance was very good. And he's a very humble guy too. You know, after the game, he was complimenting his teammates, wasn't really talking much about his own game, even though he really performed pretty well. And on to next week, August 29th, the first game of that week, just to give a little bit of a preview, Midwest FC versus Almaj FC. I think this game will be pretty good. You know, a very defensive team in Almaj versus an offensive team who scored 5 goals in Midwest FC. Thoughts on this matchup?
Actually, I would disagree with you there. I don't think Midwest FC is an offensive team. I actually think, even though they had 5 goals, I think Pillars FC's defense just sucks. I think Midwest FC actually has very good defense. So I want to see how their defense compares to Deadlock FC because Almaj was struggling to score. I think I'm going to lead towards Midwest FC. Again, I didn't really see much of Almaj FC, but I think Midwest has a better team overall.
I got a chance to play against Midwest and watch Almaj. I'm going to say I think this is going to be like the first draw of the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a 1-1, 2-2 draw. I do think both teams will score. They do send a lot of bodies forward, so I think both teams will have their chances to score. I will say, though, I think Mudge is a little bit better, but I think that it'll be a draw in the end.
Yeah. I think I'll go Midwest FC on this one. Just the experience they have is pretty impressive. I think they really do game plan for these games, and I think they have a general understanding of like what to do to win games. So until teams prove me otherwise, I think they're kind of like one of the top teams in my eyes.
And don't forget, they got the fan section, bro.
Yeah,
makes a difference.
That makes it a huge
Everything
difference.
is a home game for them.
Yeah, by the way, for all the kids that, want to play and have fun, if a ball ever goes over the fence, go ahead and run for it. Just watch out for the other cars. But yeah, please bring that ball back. The next game on the slate is Yemen FC versus Deadlock FC. I'm hoping, Yemen comes with their full team this week. Do you know anything about that?
I don't believe Kiwi and his brother will be back from Yemen yet. If they do, it'll be a surprise. But I think either way, the fact that Deadlock lost to Al-Majd and Yemen, to me, is way better than Al-Majd. So I got Yemen with this one as well.
Even without Kiwi?
Even without Kiwi. I mean, Yemen, if they have Musa and they have, I forget his name, but the dentist guy, they'll be good.
Thoughts on this matchup?
I didn't get a chance to watch Yemen that much this time, but I did see them in tournament. Obviously, a very good team. I think I'm going to take Deadlock, man. I think Deadlock, they knew what they were doing. I think the attacking, like if they get a practice or 2 in this week, once they get the attacking third figured out, like they're going to be really good. Yeah. I think that they have solid players, so I'm going to take Deadlock. I think they were locked in, and that's another team that was very organized. Like they were making subs on time and everything, so just got unlucky. Ali made good saves against them, but I think this time they'll break through.
Yeah. I also think, Deadlock FC is really locked in. Like, they wanted to stay and watch Yemen play. So, we'll see what they see on the film. And like I said, they're very locked in. This game will be tough. I think since Kiwi's not going to be there, I'll probably go with Deadlock as well. But, it'll be a good game.
Man, you guys really think Kiwi makes that big of a difference?
It's just that offensive, like, energy and just like they're more on the offensive with Kiwi, I felt like they were much on the defensive. Granted, they only had like 5 or 6 guys to start the game, which made it difficult for them.
It's the aura factor, bro.
Bro, Musa, Ibrahim, Saleh, like their team is still very good without Kiwi.
No, they are. Musa, I think, is also a top tier player in this league.
Yeah, he would be the best player on Yemen if Kiwi wasn't there.
100%.
So,
all right.
Next game we got Syrian FC against the Pillars FC. Thoughts on this matchup? You guys got a tough game ahead.
Bro, I just hope that nobody on Team Syrian shows up, bro. It's the only chance we got winning.
No, I think that, let's be real though. If Umar Saad comes, I think he's coming this week, hopefully. Basit, you and Kay are building that chemistry. If Umar can build off that too, the defense is going to get better too with Nabil coming in. So I think there's a chance that we could draw. I don't think we're going to win.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of those games you play for a draw.
Bro,
You
no
played
shot.
for a draw. Syria, if you're listening, take it easy on us.
Please, bro.
Like,
I just feel like, man, they got 22 shots on goal and 4 of them went in. So
Against a great team.
against a great team in BBFC, if they get, let's say, 15 shots on goal, I'd say 10 of them are likely to go in against you guys.
Yeah, who's our goalie? Is it Irf again? Irf is a dog.
Irf said he's
but-
not going to be there next
Yeah,
week.
so I don't know who's
I
our
think
goalie.
Kidwai might be back for that one though.
Kidwai's hurt.
Oh really?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's cooked, bro. It's very
Oh,
cooked.
I mean, I will say though, like I said, Syrian FC, apparently they let it fly. Like, I feel like the pillars, our fault is that we don't let it fly. Like, a lot of times I feel like we could shoot and we don't. And so I think if we work on that this week, we're going to let it fly too.
Yeah.
You know?
And honestly,
But
the
our
best part
shots are
for-
going to go over
Yeah.
into the river. There's a going in the goal.
Yeah. I guess the best part is, man, like, we have nothing to lose. We just go out there and perform.
That
and
is
see what
true,
happens,
man. We
so.
got no pressure.
What does Russell Westbrook say? Win, lose, or draw. Have fun.
Just have fun.
Just have fun, man.
Next game is BBFC versus KSL Free Agents. I'm worried about this free agent team, man.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you
What do
guys
you
think? I don't know if they could compete with these teams, man.
I
Like,
talked to Labib after the game. He said that it was a little bit of a first time everybody's playing together, so they struggled a little bit. I think they back themselves a lot. They have a lot of confidence still. But I do think BBFC is the better team, so I'm going to take BBFC this game. But I think free agents, as the season goes on, will get better.
Look, I think BBFC is better on paper, but I will say Rami Uthman, he's very good. Samir, he's very good. He had a really bad game. He could have had 2 goals easily, like from what I've seen him play before, but he missed some easy ones. Who else is on that team? Abdullah
Omar
Rafiri is
Mirza,
very good.
he's solid.
Oh, and Omar Mirza, first yellow card in KSL history happened week 1. What are you?
That was a crazy tackle.
Yeah, what is
by
he
the way.
doing, bro?
Laughing about it after too.
Keep that guy away from me.
But there's a lot of players on that KSL team. I think the goalie on the free agent team should not be a goalie. I'm pretty sure he's like a striker.
I heard he's like the best player in the outfield sometimes, and then they just put him in the goal.
Yeah, so
like-
they got to get Hamid back, man. Hamid
Yeah.
needs to be in goal. If they have that guy out with Hamid in goal, that it could be a big difference.
Yeah.
And BBFC is still trying to get their chemistry together. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the free agent
But
team
I
this
think,
time.
BBFC, like the talent that they have, especially like I don't know if that goalie, man, he's saving everything. Unless you
It's
get like
true.
20 shots past him, then you might not get a goal, right? So, and then Mahmoud Yaqub, I'm backing this guy. I saw some real talent in him for like the 5 minutes I watched that game. So, I think Mahmoud, if you're listening, I think you're gonna be a top player. So, you gotta show it.
Yeah. And the last game, and what I think is the game of the week, Mad Tigers versus Flintstones. Both
gonna
of
be
these teams
interesting.
we thought would be like middle of the pack. Played really well week 1. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
It's hard for me to say because I really like Flintstones and the way they played, but I didn't really see Mad Tigers play. I heard that they're very good, and I think probably on paper Mad Tigers is better because I've heard some of the people on that roster. But Flintstones, like, man, they play like tiki taka, like it just like one touch, pass, make a run, and then obviously Nasser up top being able to have that killer instinct when he gets a chance. I don't know. I don't even want to choose. I don't know. Probably a draw. I'll say a draw.
You're gonna say a draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Mad Tigers. I think Mad Tigers just the overall talent they have more, so I'm gonna take them. But Flintstones, that's not to say you guys are a great team. Like you said,
Yeah.
Nasser and Amjad, that's a great duo. I just think that Omar Gerard guy with Malik, Moose, Ashraf at right back, and then the Sohail Mansouri goalie guy, like that's just a nasty team.
Yeah.
They're very good, man.
They're a good team.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, watching both games, Mad Tigers, a lot of one-on-one with Omar Gerard, just getting past players and getting goals. Flintstones, like you kind of said, they've been passing the ball around. They did a really good job of just like controlling the ball. I think I'm leaning towards Flintstones, but this will be a close game. Wouldn't be surprised one way or the other. But I have Flintstones winning that one.
Interesting. Very interesting, man.
Some great games on tap, though, overall. Any thoughts on anything else in the league? Anything else that's going on?
Who is
We
your
got
player
it.
of the week?
For this week?
Player of the week.
I think I have to go with Omar Gerard. Like 3 goals and an assist. It's pretty impressive for me.
I agree. I think he's my number one as well. Right behind him, I have Mohamed El Sabak, and behind him, I have Nasser.
Yeah, I think that's the order I would go to. I didn't know Omar Gerard had 3 goals and an assist because El Sabak had 2 goals and assists, so I thought they were like tied for GAs.
Yeah.
But Omar Gerard having that one extra. contributed to every goal that they scored. That's insane.
Yeah.
Literally.
So,
Insane.
yeah, I'd give it to him with Gerard too.
That's episode 2 of Pitch Talk. I'm your host, Mohsen Safi, here with Anas Al-Zamli and Hamza Ramzanali. Looking forward to seeing you guys all at week 2 coming up this Saturday. Peace.
See ya.